Well, week one of the NFL is officially in the books, and I'm looking forward to week two. It's never too early to jump on some value. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Thursday night football options for you over on PrizePicks. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free for you to get subscribed. We're on our way to 25,000 subscribers. I'd like to get that done before we reach the halfway point of the NFL season. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, if you could slap a like to let me know and let YouTube know that you're liking these NFL player prop videos, that would be greatly appreciated. And you might want to do yourself a favor by ringing that notification bell so that you're alerted anytime I drop a new piece of content right here on YouTube. I don't want you guys missing out on any potential value, especially on a site like PrizePicks where they're constantly bumping numbers up, bumping numbers down, and pulling props down from their board. But without further ado, let's go ahead and slide into today's PrizePicks video. Guys, if you're not playing on PrizePicks yet, use promo code CJ Curry, make your first deposit, and when you play $5, they're going to give you $50 back, which is a great offer if you're not already on PrizePicks. I've left a link for you down in the description of today's video for you to get started on PrizePicks today. All right, so what are the options that we have? Well, first and foremost, if you're not taking advantage of this offer, you should be. Caleb Williams is back on the PrizePicks board. We had him week one as a free square. We're getting him again here in week two as a free square. All he has to do is throw or pass for 1 yard or more, and we cash this out. So you definitely want to take advantage of Caleb Williams as they ran this Caleb Williams free square promo back for week two, just like they did in week one. So that's a gimme. That's a must play, definite take advantage type style play. So outside of that one, what are the Thursday night football games plays that I'm liking? Well, Tua Tagovailoa was one that I was really liking. He was up at 271.5 passing yards. 267.5 passing yards is where he's at now. I think there's a little bit of meat on the bone here for us to take the under in this particular matchup. There's still some sports books out there that have him lower at like 265.5 or 262.5 passing yards. So I think this is one that you should definitely have your eye on. If we go and take a look here at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, this tool right here is a game changer because it goes out and scans all your favorite sports books. It basically looks at the odds, which way the money's coming in, on the over, on the under, and it tells you, hey, based on what we're finding here, this is kind of how the market's reacting to this individual player prop. And so you see Tua here at a 267.5 passing yard number. He's got about a 51% chance of going under. So this one, like I said, dried up a little bit because they bumped it from 271.5 down to 267.5, but you're still seeing some books like FanDuel who have them at 262.5. DraftKings has them at 265.5, so there's still some value on the under here. But if you didn't want to take the under on this one, then I like the passing touchdowns or interceptions, as those are gaining pretty good traction here on different sports books, including Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sports book out there. They've got Tua throwing at least one interception, 54% chance that that hits, or you could go with the passing touchdowns if you prefer. He would need to throw for 2 or more passing touchdowns for him to hit the over on this one. And this one's got close to a 54% chance of coming through clutch as well. So let's take a look at some of these through some player prop projection models. I like using Fantasy Labs because they have some of the sharpest projection models out there. So when we look at Tua's projection, this is Sean Curter and Chris Raybon of Fantasy Labs, two of the sharpest NFL minds in the business. They've got a consensus projection for Tua at 265.5 passing yards. Now, if you wanted to go to the passing touchdowns, we could take a look at those as well. I do have a projection available, which is 1.7 passing touchdowns, so closer to 2 passing TDs than 1 passing touchdown. So that's another option for you if you're looking for a way to play Tua. Now, when we slide over here and we take a look at Outlier.bet, shout out to Outlier, by the way, for providing all these fantastic advanced statistics, historical hit rates, these graphs, everything. If you want to check out Outlier.bet, can be found down in the description. They've got a 7-day free trial for you to take this for a spin. So I would highly recommend you do that if you're looking to roll up your sleeves and get into some more player prop research. But here at 267.5 passing yards is where we're seeing Tua on Outlier, and this is last season, so you can kind of get an idea of how he did last season. We're still kind of relying on last season's data since there's only one game from this season for us to really reflect on. But 56% of the games that he played in, he went under 267.5 passing yards. If you wanted to bust this open and just look at the home games, here's how he performed at home playing in Miami. 44% of the time he went under 267.5 passing yards. And then you could even look at the head-to-head matchups, Tua versus the Buffalo Bills. You kind of get an idea of what he did against Buffalo the last two times that he's faced them. He had 282 passing yards, and then he had 173 in his most recent matchup versus the Bills in that game. So just a way for you to kind of take a look at some really cool information and stats through Outlier.bet. Again, link down in the description if you want to check that out. So in case you missed it, you could go Tua under 267.5 passing yards. Like I said, still a little bit of meat on the bone on that one. Tua over an interception was popping on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, or you could go Tua for more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. So there's three different ways to play him. All of these are considered plus EV plays, positive expected value plays. Let's clear Tua out of there and talk about the next play, which is going to be Dalton Kincaid, the tight end for the Buffalo Bills. His receiving yards are sitting at 48.5 right now, and that just seems a tad bit too high when you kind of compare to the rest of the market and projection models. So Kincaid taking on the Miami Dolphins, as we mentioned, Thursday Night Football. So let's take a look at that one. Dalton Kincaid's projections over here on Fantasy Labs. We're going back to Kerner and Raybon. They've got Kincaid sitting at a 37.7 consensus projection, which puts him well under that 48.5 receiving yards mark. So I think you're going to see this line start to kind of drop off and drift down closer to 40 to 45 range, but he's at 37.7 projected receiving yards as of right now. Take a look at another projection for you. We're going to go over here to RotoWire. RotoWire does a really fantastic job with their projection tools, especially for NFL. If you take a look, we type in Kincaid's name, you see that they are leaning less on Dalton Kincaid. We pop open his card here. He's projected for about 47 receiving yards, so that does put him on the lower side of the 48.5. So if you're thinking about taking Kincaid, you may want to think about taking the under here. And then when we take a look at his game logs, again, these are from last season, 61% of the games in which he played, he went under 48.5 receiving yards. You could see what he did here in his first game, which was against the Arizona Cardinals. Not really involved whatsoever, only had 11 receiving yards. So pretty pathetic performance there from Dalton Kincaid. He was only targeted twice in that game, and he caught that one ball for 11 yards. And that's just kind of some more information on Dalton Kincaid, but I would be leaning toward the under on him as well. Which brings us to our third and final play. This is another one that's kind of caught my eye here. If you look out here on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, you're going to see that the top play right now is going to be Josh Allen to throw one interception against the Miami Dolphins. This one's picking up a lot of juice, a lot of steam on your favorite sports books. He's a minus 137 betting favorite over on Pinnacle to throw at least one pick. Minus 135 on DraftKings. Caesars has him as a minus 137 to throw at least one interception as well. So this is another one of those plays that you should probably have your eye on. Now, taking a look here at Josh Allen over the course of his career, I guess, over the last year or two, especially on the road. We'll go back to 2023. You can see that he threw at least one pick in 74% of the games in which he started back in 2023. Now, when you bust this open and you look at the away games only, you can see that he threw an interception in every single away game that he played in last season. So the numbers on the road, quite eye-opening here, 8 for 8. Josh Allen playing on the road. And yes, that does include a game against Miami where he threw 2 interceptions on January 7th against the Dolphins while playing in Miami. So that could be a worthwhile option for you as well. As far as getting your projection on this one, again, we'll go back to RotoWire and take a look at the projection models on RotoWire. Again, I don't make these projections. I just use them. They are not 100% guaranteed to be right all the time, but no betting methodology is. So definitely keep that in mind. Bet responsibly. But he is projected on RotoWire for 0.85 thrown interceptions. So that definitely puts him closer to throwing one pick than no picks, right? Based on this projection. So Josh Allen for one interception could be your third and final play, depending on how you want to approach some of these picks here. But yeah, that one's looking like a solid option as well. So once again, if you are looking for a kick butt community, I've got Dub Club set up for you guys at 67 cents per day. I'm offering a 7-day free trial. Go down to the comment section, the first comment that's pinned there. Click that link, get started on your 7-day free trial. Join our community. We got a lot of people in there that are sharing their favorite picks, plays, parlays for a number of different sports, including NFL, WNBA, MLB still going on, esports, and a whole lot more. And of course, the NBA is coming back real soon. So we'd love to have you in the community. Think about joining the Dub Club if you're looking to get out of those lousy group texts that you're probably a part of. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. We'll catch you in one very soon. Drop all those likes and I'll drop another video for you here before you know it. All right. Good luck on your picks, plays, and parlays, and we'll catch you in the next one real soon. Peace.